Hi, it's Josh from clickies.org, and today we'll be looking at how to save an image from the internet to your computer. Now, the process is almost identical on both Mac and PC, but I'll be showing it to you on both operating systems for demonstrational purposes. So, to start with, we're going to head down and open our web browser, and I have Google Images loaded here. You can find that website just by Googling Google Images. So the reason I picked Google Images is because, for one, it's a great search engine, and also because it has these two extra features. One is the search by image, where you can just drag in an image you'd like to search for. And two is the voice feature. If you click on that, you can actually search for an image by keywords that you tell the computer. So you could say music, and it would search for that. So for today, we're just going to look by keywords. So I'm going to type in music, classical. And it's going to give me images that are relevant to my search terms. So I like this one. I'll click on it. Now it gives us a couple options over here on the right. The first is visit page. Now, we don't want to actually download this image because we want to get to the actual image source. But visit page is going to be a little bit cluttered. For instance, if we go to the actual page, you can see there's a lot of text and the image is smaller. We'll have to click on the image, stuff like that. So I like to just go directly to where the image is stored by clicking, let me get the right one here, by clicking view image over here on the right. So once you hit view image, you see we get directly to, there's no clutter, we know exactly what we need to download. From here, you have two options. The first is to right click. That would be a control click on a Mac. I'll mention that in the Mac portion as well. And hit save image as. It may look a little bit different depending on what web browser you're using. I'm using Chrome, but if you're using something like Firefox or Internet Explorer, it may say save image to desktop, may say save source, but it will say something along the lines of save or image. So we're just going to hit save image, and I'm going to select desktop is where I'd like to save it. And you can name it, I'll name it classical pick. And I'm going to hit save. If we head to the desktop, we can see that, boom, there it is. Now, the second way to save that image would be to just simply drag it to wherever you'd like on the computer. So that's a really simple way, and it works the same on every browser. So I'm just going to drag my window over here so I have a little bit more space to drag it somewhere. Let's say I want to save that image. I just click, hold, and drag it onto the desktop. Simple as that. If you'd like to store it somewhere else, open up that folder. I have my test folder there. Open it up. Just drag it right into that test folder, and there you have it. Great. So that's how you save an image from a web search. Now, let's say you're on a website and you'd like an image on the website and you'd like to save it. Well, let's see how that works. So I'm going to go over here to this Macworld website, and they have this kind of cool picture of pages turning. So let's say I wanted to save that one. Well, it's exactly the same as using it on Google. The only thing is you need to right click on the image. You don't want to right click over here, over here. You're going to right click, or on Mac, control click on the image and hit save as, and then select where you'd like to save it. Again, you can always just simply drag the image where you'd like to save it. So I could drag it to my desktop or drag it on top of my folder here to save it into my folder. So it's right there. So that's a really, really simple way of any image on the internet. Just drag it out and save it on your computer. The last way I'd like to show you is, let's say you're on a site that actually offers images as part of their service. For instance, this is a desktop wallpaper site. So they're giving you images to use specifically on your desktop. Now, the only reason I mentioned this is because sometimes they have additional options. Like down here, you might want to select the resolution that you'd like to have your image in. In this case, you'd really want to check out the additional options before you just right-click and save the image. On this website, I could just right-click and save after I selected the option, but on others, you may have a download button down here. So just take a look around, make sure you're not missing anything important. So now we're going to look at the process on a Mac computer. Now remember, it's almost exactly the same, so if you've watched this far and you feel comfortable with what you've seen, feel free to just jump on your Mac and go for it. But if you'd like to watch, I'm going to show you how to do it on a Mac computer. So here we are on a Macintosh computer. So let's open up Safari, and let's type in Google, and let's type in Google Images. So now we're on the Google Image website. Let's search for exactly the same search term, music classical. So as we can see, it actually brings up pretty much exactly the same results. And let's pick another picture for this one. Let's click on this one, and it has the exact same options over here. So we can visit page, view image. Let's hit view image. And from here, now remember on a Mac, you're going to want to control click rather than right click. So if I control click, we see the right click menu. And here we can see the difference because we're using Safari. The options are a little bit different. We can save image to download, we can save image as, or we can use image as desktop picture. That's a nice feature. You can use it. If I click on that, it uses it directly as my desktop. I recommend clicking save image as just because it's going to give you the options to save it anywhere you like on your computer. But if you'd like to save it directly to downloads, you're more than welcome to do that. And again, you can simply drag the image wherever you like to save it on your computer. There, it's going to save to my desktop. If I open this test folder, I can save it directly in there. So that's how to save an image from the internet to your computer. Again, this is Josh from clickease.org. Thank you so much for checking out the video. I really hope we could help you out today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks.